Luna slammed the door of her childhood home, the echo reverberating through her chest like a thunderclap. Her parents' words still burned in her ears. "You're just confused, Luna. No daughter of ours will disgrace the family with this phase." She had come out to them over dinner, her heart pounding, hoping for understanding, but instead she got laughter, cruel mocking laughter that twisted the knife deeper into her soul. Why did I think they'd change? Luna thought as she sped away in her beat-up Honda, tears blurring the streetlights of suburban Chicago. All those years of straight A's, volunteering at church events, being the perfect daughter. None of it mattered now. They saw her as broken, a disappointment to their conservative ideals, rooted in the Bible Belt values they clung to even after moving north for Dad's job. But Lila was the one bright spot in this mess. They had met freshman year at Northwestern University, in a literature class where Lila's passionate debate on queer themes in classic novels had caught Luna's eye. Lila, with her sharp wit and unapologetic confidence, had become her anchor. That night, Luna drove straight to Lila's off-campus apartment, her mind racing with doubts. Was loving Lila worth this pain? The rejection from her parents felt like a physical wound, reopening old scars from high school when whispers about her tomboy ways had isolated her. She parked haphazardly and knocked, her knuckles white. Lila opened the door, concern etching her features. "Luna? What's wrong?" "I told them," Luna whispered, collapsing into Lila's arms. The embrace was warm, grounding, but inside Luna's thoughts churned. How can something that feels so right be so wrong to them? Lila pulled her inside, closing the door on the cold night air. They sat on the worn couch, Luna recounting the dinner disaster, the way her mother's face had crumpled into disapproval, her father's booming voice declaring it a choice she could unmake. Lila listened, her hand stroking Luna's back, but Luna could sense the tension in her girlfriend's silence. Lila had her own battles, her family was more accepting, but she knew the weight of societal judgment all too well. As the hours ticked by, Luna's phone buzzed incessantly. Texts from her parents, a mix of anger and pleas. "Come home and we'll talk," her mom wrote. "This isn't you." Luna stared at the screen, her finger hovering over the reply button. Part of her wanted to scream back, to defend her love for Lila. But another part whispered that maybe they were right. Maybe she was selfish for pursuing this, for risking the financial support they provided for her tuition. Without their money, how would she finish her degree in social work? The scholarship applications she'd submitted felt like long shots, buried under piles of more qualified candidates. Lila finally spoke, her voice steady but laced with emotion. "You don't have to choose between us and them, Luna. But you can't let them define you." Luna nodded, but inwardly she wrestled with the fear. What if standing up means losing everything? The next morning, she woke to Lila making coffee, the aroma a small comfort. They talked strategy, how to navigate the fallout, how Luna could assert her independence. But as Luna left for class, a knot formed in her stomach. Her parents' mockery echoed. "Gay? That's just trendy now." It stung because it diminished her truth, turned her identity into a joke. Back on campus, Luna threw herself into her studies, channeling the hurt into motivation. She volunteered more at the LGBTQ+ center, where she met others with similar stories, disownment, conditional love. It fueled her, but also exhausted her. One evening after a grueling group project, Lila surprised her with takeout. "We need to celebrate the small wins," Lila said, her eyes sparkling. They ate on the floor, laughing about silly things, but Luna's mind drifted. Is this fleeting joy worth the permanent rift? The pressure mounted when her father called, his tone gruff. "We're still paying for your school, but don't think that means we approve. Straighten up, Luna." The pun wasn't lost on her, and it ignited a spark of defiance. She hung up, her hands shaking. That night in bed with Lila, she whispered her fears. "What if they cut me off?" Lila held her close. "Then we figure it out together." But Luna lay awake, pondering the cost, financial ruin, emotional isolation. Was love enough to bridge that gap? Days blurred into weeks, the tension a constant companion. Luna's grades slipped slightly under the stress, but she pushed harder, applying for every scholarship she could find. One in particular, the prestigious Equality Fund Award. $100,000 for students advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. Caught her eye. She poured her soul into the essay, detailing her journey, the mockery, the resolve. Submitting it felt like a rebellion. Meanwhile, family dinners became battlegrounds. Her parents invited her home, only to pepper her with questions. Have you met any nice boys? The subtext was clear. Change or be ostracized. Luna confided in Lila during a late-night walk. I feel like I'm betraying them by being me. Lila stopped, turning to face her. No, they're betraying you by not accepting who you are. The words resonated, but the doubt lingered. As they returned to the apartment, Luna made a decision. She would confront them head-on next time. Little did she know, that confrontation would unravel everything she thought she knew about loyalty and love. The family dinner was a minefield waiting to explode. Luna arrived at her parents' house, the familiar scent of roast chicken doing nothing to ease her nerves. Her mother greeted her with a stiff hug, her father nodding from the living room, Bible in hand. They sat down to eat, the silence thick until her dad cleared his throat. So Luna, any updates on that phase of yours? The word phase hit like a slap. Luna set her fork down, her voice steady despite the storm inside. It's not a phase, Dad. I'm gay and I'm with Lila. She's important to me. Her mother's eyes widened, fork frozen mid-air. Lila? That girl you mentioned? Oh, honey. This is just confusion from college influences. Luna's blood boiled. How dare they dismiss her feelings as external corruption? She thought of Lila waiting back at the apartment, probably pacing with worry. The argument escalated quickly. Her father raised his voice. We raised you better than this. What will the church think? The neighbors? Luna shot back. What about what I think? I've hidden this for years because of your expectations. Tears welled in her mother's eyes. We're paying for your education so you can have a good life, not throw it away on this. The implication was clear. Their support came with strings. Luna stood, chair scraping loudly. If your love is conditional, then maybe I don't need it. She stormed out, heart-shattering. In the car she gripped the wheel. Was that too harsh? But the mockery. They laughed again as she left, calling it dramatic. Back with Lila, Luna broke down. They think it's a joke. Lila held her, but Luna sensed a shift. Lila's own frustrations bubbled up. Maybe you should cut ties, Lila suggested gently. But Luna recoiled inwardly. They're my family. The next day an email arrived. Her scholarship application advanced to interviews. Excitement mingled with guilt. She hadn't told her parents about it, fearing their reaction. Campus life became a refuge, but even there cracks appeared. A mutual friend, Sarah, whom Luna trusted, started distancing herself. I don't want to get involved in your family drama, Sarah said over coffee. But Luna suspected more. Sarah's conservative background mirrored her parents'. The betrayal stung. Friends turning away because of who she loved. Lila noticed Luna's withdrawal. Talk to me, she urged. Luna confessed. I feel like I'm losing everyone. Lila's response was fierce. Not me. Never me. But Luna wondered. At what point does the fight become too much? The interview for the scholarship loomed. A panel of advocates who valued stories like hers. Luna prepared meticulously, rehearsing her speech on resilience amid prejudice. Meanwhile, her parents' calls increased, a mix of guilt-tripping and mockery. When are you coming to your senses? Her dad texted. It fueled her determination, but also deepened the wound. One night, after a heated phone call, Luna screamed into her pillow. Why can't they see me? Lila comforted her, but tension crept in, their relationship strained by the constant drama. A turning point came at a campus event. Luna spoke publicly about her experiences, drawing applause, but afterward a stranger approached. Your story inspired me. It validated her, but back home her mother left a voicemail. We saw the video online. How could you air our dirty laundry? The accusation hit hard. Was she wrong to share? Lila defended her. It's your truth. But Luna lay awake, questioning her choices. The moral dilemma tore at her. Loyalty to family versus self-authenticity. As the scholarship decision neared, Luna faced another blow. Her father announced they were reducing her allowance. Until you straighten out, he said punningly. Panic set in. How to pay rent? Lila offered to help, but Luna refused, pride stinging. I can't drag you down. Lila's eyes flashed. We're in this together. But inwardly, Luna feared the imbalance could breed resentment. She doubled down on job searches, sacrificing sleep. The interview day arrived. Luna dressed sharply, nerves electric. The panel asked probing questions. How has family rejection shaped you? She poured out her soul, tears escaping. Leaving, she felt exposed, vulnerable. That evening, Lila surprised her with a quiet dinner. No matter what, I'm proud. But as they ate, Luna's phone rang, her parents demanding she come home. She ignored it, but the guilt gnawed. Am I abandoning them? Weeks passed in limbo. Luna's relationship with Lila deepened amid the chaos, stolen moments of joy punctuating the pain. But a betrayal loomed. Sarah, the friend, had gossiped to Luna's extended family, amplifying the mockery. Aunts and uncles called, echoing the disdain. Luna confronted Sarah. Why? Sarah shrugged. I thought they should know. The hurt was profound, trust shattered. Lila raged on her behalf, but Luna internalized it. Maybe I deserve this for defying norms. The societal pressure weighed heavy, questioning if her love was worth the isolation. The rejection letter from a smaller scholarship arrived like a gut punch, amplifying Luna's fears. She stared at the email, heart sinking. If this one failed, what about the big one? Lila found her curled on the couch, eyes red. It's just one, Lila soothed, but Luna's mind spiraled. Without money, I'll drop out, prove them right. The thought of validating her parents' mockery was unbearable. That weekend, forced into a family gathering, Luna braced for war. Relatives swarmed, whispers circulating. Poor thing, confused. Her cousin pulled her aside. You know this is a sin, right? Luna's retort was sharp. Love isn't a sin. But inside doubt crept. What if my choices hurt everyone? Her parents cornered her later. We're worried about your future, her mom said tearfully. Her dad added, end this nonsense with that girl. Luna exploded. Her name is Lila, and she's my girlfriend. The room fell silent, then erupted in judgment. She left early, tears streaming. Back with Lila, the fallout hit hard. They want me to choose, Luna confessed. Lila's face paled. And? Luna hesitated, the moral quandary tearing her. Family or love? I choose us, she whispered, but the words felt heavy with sacrifice. Lila pulled away slightly. Don't say it if you're not sure. The tension simmered, their first real fight brewing. Luna lay awake. Is this fair to her? Campus brought more challenges. A professor, aware of her advocacy, recommended her for a leadership role in the LGBTQ+ club. Accepting meant more visibility, more risk. She took it, channeling pain into action. But societal backlash followed. An anonymous hate note in her locker. Freak. It shook her, reminding her of the world's cruelty. Lila suggested reporting it, but Luna shrugged it off. It's just words. Inwardly, it echoed her parents' mockery, eroding her confidence. The big scholarship interview feedback came, positive but conditional on a final essay revision. Luna poured hours into it, detailing the ethical dilemmas, choosing self over family norms. As she wrote, memories flooded, childhood Christmases, parental pride at graduations. Now tainted by rejection. She confided in Lila. I miss them, the old them. Lila nodded. But they have to meet you halfway. The conversation turned tense when Lila admitted her own impatience. I'm tired of being the villain in their story. Luna felt guilty. Am I asking too much? A betrayal struck from an unexpected angle. Luna's younger brother, whom she adored, called. Mom and Dad say you're ruining the family. His words cut deep, he was parroting their views. Luna pleaded. Think for yourself. But he hung up, leaving her devastated. Family fracturing before her eyes. She confronted her parents via text. You're poisoning him against me. Their response. You're the one choosing wrong. The moral conflict raged. Right to love versus family unity. Lila noticed Luna's growing distance. You're pulling away, she accused one night. Luna denied it, but truth lingered. The pressure was cracking their bond. They argued. Lila wanting commitment, Luna torn by guilt. I can't just erase my family, Luna cried. Lila softened. But you can't erase us either. Reconciliation came, but fragile. Luna vowed to fight harder, but inwardly questioned. At what cost? As the scholarship deadline approached, Luna faced a pivotal decision. Her parents offered a truce. Come home, leave that lifestyle and we'll support you fully. The temptation was real security versus authenticity. She agonized. Is compromise betrayal? Lila urged resistance. Don't let them control you. But Luna wavered, the weight of potential poverty looming. In a moment of clarity, Luna chose to submit the revised essay, unyielding in her truth. The act felt liberating but immediately regret nipped. What if I lose everything? News spread, friends congratulated but Sarah smirked. Good luck explaining to your folks. The subtle sabotage continued. Sarah had leaked details to Luna's family. Confrontation ensued. You're supposed to be my friend, Sarah sneered. Friends don't drag others into sin. The loss of trust was profound, another price paid. The waiting period was torturous. Luna's mental health dipped, anxiety attacks frequent. Lila supported her but resentment built. I feel like a secret. Luna promised change but actions lagged. A family intervention loomed. Parents planning to visit campus. Panic set in. Face them with Lila or alone. She chose together a bold stand. But as the day neared, doubts assailed. Will this end in more pain? The high-stakes decision hung like a sword, threatening to sever ties forever. The confrontation unfolded in a campus cafe. Neutral ground turned battlefield. Luna and Lila sat side by side, hands clasped under the table. Her parents arrived, faces stern. Who's this? Her dad barked, eyeing Lila. Luna straightened. My girlfriend, Lila. Her mother's gasp was audible. We came to talk sense into you, not meet her. The mockery resumed. This is what college does? Turns you rebellious. Luna's resolve hardened. No more hiding. The discussion devolved into accusations. Her father. We're cutting off your tuition if you continue this. Luna's heart raced. The ultimate threat. Then I'll manage without you, she retorted, though terror gripped her. Inwardly, can I? Lila interjected. Luna's strong. She'll succeed despite you. Her parents ignored her, focusing on Luna. Think of your future, your siblings. The guilt trip worked partially. Luna faltered. Am I selfish? But Lila's presence anchored her. Leaving the cafe, Luna trembled. That was awful. Lila hugged her. You were brave. But the damage was done. Parents' parting words. Don't come crying when it falls apart. Back home, Luna applied for emergency loans, sacrificing pride. The grind intensified. Part-time job, studies, advocacy. Exhaustion set in but determination burned. News of the scholarship win arrived via email. $100,000 awarded. Shock coursed through her, she'd done it. Tears flowed as she called Lila. We can breathe now. Lila hooped. See? Your truth paid off. But Luna's joy was tempered. Tell parents or not. The moral dilemma. Rub it in or seek reconciliation. Word spread quickly. Campus buzzed. Friends congratulated but Sarah twisted it. She probably got it for the sob story. The backstab hurt, but Luna ignored it, focusing on the win. Her brother texted. Congrats, sis. Mom and Dad are pissed. A glimmer of hope, maybe he was thawing. But her parents' silence spoke volumes. Emboldened, Luna planned a public acceptance speech, highlighting family prejudice. Lila helped craft it. Make it powerful. As she practiced, doubts surfaced. Will this heal or widen the rift? Societal echoes amplified, online trolls mocked. Privilege check. Gay kid gets handout. It stung, questioning if her struggle was enough. The award ceremony was electric. Luna stepped on stage, voice steady. This is for everyone rejected by those who should love unconditionally. Applause thundered, but in the audience she spotted her parents. Uninvited, faces ashen. Post-speech they approached. Her mother. We saw the news. How could you say that about us? Luna stood tall. Because it's true. Her father grumbled. We funded you all these years. The irony burned. Their support now a weapon. Lila joined, tension palpable. She's earned this, Lila said. Her parents scoffed. Earned? By parading her lifestyle. Luna exploded. It's not a lifestyle, it's who I am. The argument drew stares, exposing the family's shame publicly. Her mother cried. You've humiliated us. Luna's heart ached. Was victory worth their pain? But she held firm. You humiliated me first. In the aftermath, Luna and Lila debriefed. They looked stunned, Lila noted. Luna nodded. Maybe it'll make them think. But inwardly the cost tallied. Strained relationship, lost friendships. Sarah's final betrayal, spreading rumors about the speech, cemented her isolation from old circles. New allies emerged, but the void remained. As funds arrived, Luna paid off debts, securing independence. Freedom tasted sweet but bittersweet. Parents' calls ceased. She reached out once. Can we talk? No reply. The silence screamed rejection. Lila comforted. Their loss. But Luna pondered. Did I push too far? The ethical tightrope. Forgiveness versus accountability. Highs and lows intertwined. Luna's advocacy grew, inspiring others, but personal toll mounted. A fight with Lila erupted. You're obsessed with proving them wrong. Luna admitted. Maybe I am. Reconciliation followed, but scars lingered. The win exposed hypocrisies. Parents' love conditional on conformity. Society's gaze intensified, judging her success as affirmative action. She pushed back in interviews, but fatigue set in. Is the fight endless? As dust settled, Luna reflected on choices. Defiance brought triumph, but at familial cost. The awakening dawned, self-worth over approval. Yet questions haunted, right or wrong. The path forward loomed, fraught with more decisions. With the scholarship secured, Luna's life shifted gears. But the emotional wreckage lingered like smoke after a fire. She moved into a better apartment with Lila, the space symbolizing their hard-won stability. Yet nights brought restlessness. Dreams of her parents' disappointed faces, their mockery echoing. Was it worth it? She whispered to the dark. Lila stirred. You know it was. But Luna's inner turmoil raged. Independence feels empty without closure. Campus celebrated her as a role model, invitations to speak pouring in. She accepted, each talk a catharsis, sharing the raw truth of familial rejection. Audiences connected, sharing their stories, but it drained her. Reliving pain for others' benefit. One event, a panel on LGBTQ+ rights, brought a surprise. Her brother attended, slipping in quietly. Afterward he hugged her. I'm sorry for before. You're brave. Tears welled. A crack in the family wall. But he added, Mom and Dad, they're struggling. The update stirred mixed emotions. Hope versus resentment. Luna debated reaching out again. Lila cautioned, only if you're ready. The decision weighed heavy. Forgive and risk more hurt, or maintain distance. She chose a letter, pouring out feelings. I love you, but I won't hide for you. Mailing it felt final, a bridge or a barrier. Days later, a response. Her mother's handwriting, tear-stained. We were wrong to mock you. But your speech hurt us deeply. No full apology, but an olive branch. Luna's heart twisted. Partial acceptance enough? The moral quandary deepened during a family holiday invite. Come alone, the note said implicitly, no mention of Lila. Outrage flared. Still conditional. Lila saw the pain. Don't go if it means erasing me. Luna agreed, but guilt gnawed. Am I punishing them? She declined, choosing solidarity over reconciliation. The choice cost her lonely holidays but strengthened their bond. Societal pressures persisted. Media spotlighted her story. Gay student wins big after family rejection. Comments flooded, supportive but vicious too. Entitled Millennial. It exposed broader prejudices, questioning if her win was deserved. Luna countered in op-eds, but exhaustion mounted. Why defend my existence? Lila grounded her. Because it matters. Their relationship, tested by fire, emerged resilient, but not unscathed. Moments of doubt, like when Lila snapped, I'm not just your cause. Luna reflected. Have I neglected us? A turning point came at a therapy session recommended by a mentor. Explore the damage, the counselor urged. Luna unpacked layers, childhood expectations, internalized homophobia. Insights dawned. Her parents' reactions stemmed from fear, not hate. But accountability remained. Their words wounded permanently. She shared with Lila. I need to heal, not just fight. Lila nodded. Together. The awakening spread, prioritizing mental health over endless battles. Yet betrayals echoed. Sarah reached out apologetically. I was wrong. Luna forgave warily, but trust was fractured. Other friends vanished, revealing true colors. The price? Isolation but authenticity. Luna's advocacy evolved, focusing on education over confrontation. She mentored younger queer students, seeing her pain reflected, vowing to break cycles. Family dynamics shifted slowly. A phone call from her father. We read your letter. Maybe we can meet halfway. Skepticism arose. Too late? They met neutrally, Lila included this time. Tensions simmered. Awkward small talk, underlying judgments. Her dad admitted. We shouldn't have mocked you. Her mom added. But society. Luna interrupted. Society changes. Love shouldn't. The meeting ended unresolved but seeds planted. Inwardly. Progress or illusion? As months passed, Luna thrived academically, graduating with honors. The ceremony sans parents initially, but they showed, distant but present. A small victory. Lila beamed. Your win stunned them into reality. Luna smiled but pondered the costs. Years of pain fractured bonds. The food for thought lingered, choices ripple effects. In the end, Luna stood taller. Her journey a testament to resilience. But the scars reminded her of the battles fought. Was family reconciliation worth the conditional terms? Or should unconditional love be non-negotiable?